All right, I'm gonna try to make this quick and not 20 minutes. All right, and this is gonna be a review of the Mezco 112 Collective Modern Red Skull. Missed out on the classic Red Skull. Didn't get it online because thought I was a cool kid. Didn't pick it up at NYCC because they sold out so fast. But that's okay. The only thing I'm really missing out of there is that flamethrower. Oh well. So here's the front of the box. You're gonna have Red Skull, Hydra symbol. Turn it around back. What do we see? We see a picture of all of his accessories: stand, base, stand, adjustable belt with shoulder strap and holster, worn with or without the coat, which means the holster and the coat will come off. Alternate head, cosmic cube, pistol, 6 hands altogether. Now, this figure is done on the inside just like Deadpool was, which means there's no flap. Up till now, all the regular releases, except for Deadpool, had a flap that opened. 2 magnets on the side. You pull the flap, you open up a window, the door to reveal the window, and over here would be some cool artwork drawn by whomever. They got rid of that for Deadpool. They don't have it for here, which I think could be a good move because the artwork is cool, it's great, but if you wanted to display your figures mint on card, this is the way to go because when you have that door open, it's just like what's going on. If it's even if you mind to find a way to get it to come straight out, you can't see this guy. Even if you do open it all the way, then you can't have two figures side by side. So like this, you can have your figures, bada boom, bada bing, bada bam, bada boom, open a display. Maybe you want to like just go in there and remove that plastic so you can see what's going on off there here, and it's like boom, all of its glory. Oh, and anyone can look but not touch. NRFB, never remove from box. All right. So we'll close that and we'll get into the figure. You're like, oh my god, he's got more than one. Yes, for now I do. And I'll tell you why I have more than one later. It's the same reason I have multiple Punishers. For just the extra options. So let's switch cameras and zoom in here. All right, so we're going to go over his accessories. You're going to have an alternate head there. Let's bring it a little bit closer so you can see. So this is the alternate head. You're like, God, that's ugly. But you can see some nice eye color in there. Kind of bluish green. Nice light blue. Of course, the skull has no nose. He's got this kind of grimace with his cracked lips. My dude is in desperate need of some Blistex. All right, and you get some teeth in there, some crags, his Super Saiyan 3 eyebrows, and his defined cheekbones that a supermodel would kill for. Over here, you have this gap. My man is ugly as shit. He really looks just like a skull with a little bit of meat and some bare minimum flesh thrown over it, which is great. There's 2 tones. This is a darker tone over the red. Could be a wash, or they dry brushed it, but it's really nice. Looks like a wash. They got it in the cracks. Looks really nice. Inside there, you can see where it's hollowed out. So this is really, really nice. And this is the alternate head. The regular head is more symmetrical. It's the same down both sides. He's just wearing this plain face look. Very stoic. Stonewall Jackson and shit. Like, look, man, I'm not amused. Grimacy as hell. Everything else is pretty much the same. Crags and whatnot, so maybe a little bit craggier. Yeah, no, they did all the scars the same, which is good because it would be kind of foolish if they didn't. So everything is there the same. It's just the expression is different. Anyone wondering what this diorama is, this is from the Diamond Select Ghostbusters. They released 3 figures at a time, each with a different piece to build the whole set. And if you didn't get it, sucked to be you, but then not really, because once everything was released individually, they released it all again. Sucks. Down to the hands. You get, other than the 2 fisted hands, you get an additional left hand. At first, I didn't know what was going on, and I really looked at it. These are both left hands, but they're both, this is fisted hand. He's got 2 gripping hands. He's got this gripping hand, which is kind of wide here, in case you want to put a pipe or something in there, anything you can find. And then he's got this gripping hand. Show me your palms. You can see, there you can see through there. This one isn't as wide as the other, but it's still a gripping hand. So you have 2 gripping hands. I don't know if you get your hands on a sword. You can put a sword in his hand. He can do fencing. He can do whatever. He can hold on to something. But he's got 2 gripping hands on his left, in addition to his fisted hands. On the right, he's got his pistol holding hand, which is amazing because it is so well fitted to the gun. It just slides in there so easy, and it's just like the finger goes instantly in the trigger. Just no fuss. And I dropped it. Picking it up, no fuss whatsoever. Let's get a closer look at the pistol. Nice black pistol, no real wash, some nice details, some silver highlights on there, and you probably can't see it, maybe in that light. There's actually texturing on the grip there, which is nice. Then on his right side, you also have an open palm hand. The soft, pliable Mezco fingers make it very easy to slide in his cosmic cube. I believe the one, all the reviews I've seen says that the one from the New York Comic Con was a different color, but whatever. You got the blue cosmic cube, and if you have your Marvel Legends, you know they each had there were two cubes with that. I think it was Star-Lord or whatever. Star-Lord had a cube from the first movie, and the box set had a cube as well. So I got an extra one of those laying around, but whatever. Well, that was an Infinity Stone, not a cube, but tomatoes. It's square, it's blue. Alright, so let's get to the figure. Another accessory we're going to go over real quick is the holster first, because the holster is sweet. This will move so you can slide the pistol in and out, which is very nice, man. Mezco and their little details, just the little things that you wouldn't expect with their figures, or what kind of just takes it over the top and just makes you just love them. Another cool thing is if you look right here, you'll see there's a loop. So you can actually close the pistol. When you get it, it comes closed. I don't know if I want to fight with it while I got you here on camera, but if you finagle it, it'll slide in there, which is really cool. The belt buckle, look, as soon as I turn it towards you, it goes out of focus. The belt buckle is a Hydra symbol, which is also nice. And you have your silver highlights all around here on the back. The coat is a nice, soft, pliable faux leather material. Hinders articulation a little bit, but not much. I mean, you're still going to be able to get the arms out to the side. It's really the front and back where you're not going to be able to get too much articulation, but you'd be able to pick the arm up all the way. Straight would be somewhat of a problem, but you just bend that elbow a little bit, and you can hold the gun. I'm sure if you really, really, really fought it, there you go. You can get it straight out. All right, but it's a very nice material, and although there are no wires, I'm sure you've seen people do this. It folds back very nicely, so you can be like, coat blowing in the wind, or two sides out. I'm king of the world. You know, the edge of Titanic. Hold me, Leo. Oh, oh. All right. It also says it's adjustable, and what they mean by that is that once you pop this, which is very easy to come off, there are two holes here. And the two holes allow you to adjust it once you get it off, so you can have it on the tighter one once he has off the coat. Here, under the pistol, easy to pop off, harder to put on. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I've done this before. Slides off much easier without his hands, because once you get it off, you can just come to the front. Very well fitted coat, but you can pull the Velcro, pull it over the shoulder a little bit, and you can just grab it from here and slide them out. A little music. Alright, 80s porn music done. And then we can put his hands back on. Actually, let's go with we'll just go with the fisted hand. Let's not get too crazy. Alright, you people got places to be. Now this is what really got me excited about the figure. As the first person to have a review up, I think, was Dewdog. And then I saw D Amazing. Dewdog didn't want to mess with this and finagle and take the coat off, but D Amazing, he did. And you saw this amazing undersuit, which the green one, I don't know, I can't really speak for it, I didn't see it, but this black one looks amazing. It looks very modern, very tactical. I could see this thing being lined with somewhat body armor to allow him to take a hit. And what's really exciting to me is the options that this gives you for customizing this. I mean, that's why I have multiple Punishers, because you can customize the crap out of a figure with a black bodysuit. Just change the head, and you're good to go. All right. So there's there. One thing I've seen a lot of people do is they have used the Punisher head from the Marvel Legends on the Mezco Punisher to try and make a Netflix Punisher, but to me, it always seems too thick. I took the belt off already because I was finagling with this earlier. This isn't my first run, but I'm gonna take this coat off. This is actually the coat from a Marvel Legends Punisher. Which one was it? The Marvel Legends Urban Legends. All right. So you take that off and you stand them side by side, and you can clearly see that Punisher probably up there amongst the greatest of Mezco's releases so far, possibly because of all his accessories, and also because his black suit, which I think is super customizable. Even the regular version came with a belt, multiple guns. This is, I think, before they realized what freaking product costs were with these figures. You got so much with this guy. So if you have a Punisher, then you're set. You're good to go. You're in customizable city because you got weapons and all that. The hands from the Punisher are actually interchangeable with the hands from this guy. I already tried it. I'm not going to do it now, but that also gives you more options because he had like fighting hands. He had the kind of karate break your nose hand. He has more gun holding hands, press pistols, open grip hands. So you could put his hands on his hands. You could pop his head off, put on a more generic head, and have a more generic figure. Now I have a mercenary. Even though the neck is red, you can't see it from the front there. And for those customizers out there who just don't give a shit about life, you could paint it black or you could paint it white. You could do whatever you want and disguise that. But this is the head from the Marvel Legends Cosmic Spider-Man, where Peter decided to grow a beard. It doesn't fit on here too well because the peg's not large enough. But with the Marvel Legends head going onto the Mezco, it pops in place perfectly. And it actually gives you that, here it fits perfectly. So you have a mercenary. Also, Marvel Legends heads tend to be a little smaller. NECA heads work very well. You may have to do some dremeling, but you could put a NECA head on here. I had the Dolph Lundgren from the Expendables, dremeled it out. Fits perfectly on a Punisher body as well. So the black body suits give you just a whole lot of options for customizing. Like I said, maybe even the boots too. If you could take the boots off here, or if you have a knockoff Punisher, you could take the boots off, put the boots on here, and then you have even more tactical mercenary look because these are kind of like, they're nice little wingtip booties, but they're a little shiny. Maybe not the best for your kill 'em up mercenary, but you could swap out Punisher boots, Punisher hands, be good to go. Get a nice new head on there, and you're ready to just kick ass as a mercenary. Now I did try a few heads. Other things I looked at, I said, Scourge head. Again, you would have to maybe put some putty in there. Don't mind the chirping. As usual, one of my freaking fire alarms is dying. I took pictures, but I guess it's going to be easier for me to just drop them on here as we're going real time. Bullseye. Maybe if you have I have two, if you have the Marvel Legends Toy Biz one, you could pull off the flap and put it here, and then he would just be black. And then if you have the new Hasbro one, you could take off his belt here and put it on him, and you could have a belt. See? Imagine this white belt on him to break it up, and then you could keep these boots and paint them white, add your little stripes. And you could have a bullseye. All right, get back out here. Get out of my shot. Which is great. And then again, the Toy Biz heads could go on there to give you multiple options because he did have different head sculpts. I even put this guy's head on there if you wanted to do a Cyclops. Get in there, do all the line work, figure out a way to get this belt off, put it on there, or customize a belt to go on him. Just the fact that you have this black bodysuit, that probably wouldn't be the best. I like Bullseye better, but you could just do so much with it and have that extra person. So if you had your Red Skull, if you like him in the trench coat and you have more than one of these, you could keep him in the trench coat and you could have someone being a lackey standing next to him. Just imagine, if you will, for one moment, Red Skull. Hey, I'm Red Skull floating in my coat. And he's walking through and he's like, hey, what's up, Johnny? I'm good. Because this guy is Johnny, your mercenary killer dude. And again, if you have a Punisher and you have this guy, you're golden. Even if you have the knockoff Punisher, I don't really condone the knockoffs, but the base bodies, trust me, nowhere near as good. Just crappy. Probably won't hold up as well. I know people saying their shoulders pop off, but you have very similar suit. You could take the boots off of that, take some of the excess hands they may fit on here. Those hands are not as pliable, so you may have problems. I don't want you to risk breaking your pegs. But again, if you have that knockoff, you may have extra wrist pegs you can use from the knockoff. You can use the boots. You could use the ball joints from the head. For me, it was just an experiment to see what it was like. But 100% authentic Mezco all the way. Absolutely love it. I wish Mezco would release blank bodies. I would go apeshit for that. Customizers would have a field day. But those are my thoughts on this guy. I think it's a great figure. Very great to have some villains. Now you got a Red Skull in there. You know, he would go well with your Hydra agents. Let me pause. Let me go grab one. All right, there he is standing next to Taskmaster and Baron Zemo from the Hasbro Marvel Legends. Or here he is standing next to agents from the new Hydra 2-pack. Yeah, so great figure, amazing figure. Get on that Hydra army. This video ran a little long just because I was so excited by this amazing body. I had to show some customizable options. Real quick, I'm going to go over articulation because how the hell did I miss that? And then we'll just call it a day. But if you have any Mezcos, you know what to expect. Articulation is amazing. Over 30 points it sells in the box. Because the head has multiple points of articulation, there's not just a double ball peg up here to give you options at the top. It can roll around, and here at the bottom of the neck moves as well. Front, back, side to side. So that's why if you have Mezco figures, except for Joker, maybe I think some Star Treks, you get really, really dynamic head motion. All right. You're going to have back articulation, crunch back that far, crunch forward that far. I don't know why you would need to go that far forward. The costume only gives you this much of a twist. You could get a little more, I'm sure, if you work the knees. All right. Arms go way up there. Again, with Mezco figures, you can roll out, and the costume won't hinder you if you roll the costume as you go. Rah, rah, sis, boom, ba. And that's how you get 360 degrees out of a Mezco arm. Sucker. All right, double jointed elbow. As usual, I like to show off these wrist pegs that I absolutely love. Up, down. You can rotate it and go back and forth. So you can get all kinds of amazing poses out of the hands, which you cannot get with Marvel Legends. And then what I really hate is how some of them are limited to either going up and down or in and out. Sucks about the Legends, especially the Star Wars figures. They do that a lot with the gun holding hands, just giving you this wonky shit motion. Legs go out that far. Now the costume will hinder you here. Only let you go out that far, but whatever, that's okay. Have an upper thigh swivel. All right. I'm walking, yes indeed. You go forward this much. They do a split that much. So when he's erect straight, he can go here. Or if you really want to give it to someone, there. The little ab crunch in there. Super aggressive, like, poof, don't fail me again. All right. Double jointed knee. Very nice. Unlike my Arsenal, where one of the freaking things doesn't want to bend. Top of the boot. Now, even the boot has nice molding and somewhat texture to it. It looks amazing. I don't know if it's showing up too well on camera, but the boot is just so sweet and nice. You get ankle rocker. Not the best, but it's pretty decent. Better than some other figures. And of course, it rotates all the way around. All right, so that's it. Here we are at the end of this long, I think we've gone to almost 19 minutes. But it went this long just because I wanted to tell you, like, this figure is amazing. Even if you don't like Red Skull, you can still get it just for the options of customizing. If you want to make yourself a goon or make yourself a custom Mezco style character like a Bullseye or whomever else would be rocking a black costume, you can do it with this figure. Highly recommend getting it just for that option alone. Even if you want to do a Netflix Punisher, I think this would be a better body than the regular Mezco Punisher because I feel that's too big, especially for the head people use. All right, that's it. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to start talking. Again, Ghostbusters diorama, super sweet. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.